Happy Sunday, everybody. What's going on? I'm your host, Nick. Thank you for joining episode 2 of Sunday Night Shine Time. How's everyone doing tonight? Let's see let's get into some things. Episode 2, Shine Time. We're going to have an awesome show for you tonight. I have a special guest lined up. I have some of you crazy sons of bitches coming on. And we'll get into all of that in my opening rant right after this.
And now, welcome to Pride and Chaos.
Welcome to the darkest year of our adventures. Oh, yeah!
And now, give it up for Jeremy and Nick.
Now you scared me.
And as usual, Nick is wrong.
Why are you the way that you are? God, I can't stand you.
Let's go to eat a damn snack.
Whoa, that was cool.
I would like to start off the show with a very important message. I can't stand Jeremy. That's it. I can't stand him. I cannot stand Jeremy. I cannot stand Jets Chaos. I have a rant. Oh, let me say hello to everybody first. I just woke up 20 minutes ago. I haven't consumed coffee yet. I am dragging right now. Let me wake myself up. Let me say what's up to you fine people. Tonight's winner is Connor. What's up, bro? Thank you. I wouldn't say the great Nick Shine. I would just say Nick. But thanks. Alon's here. Saying what's up to Connor. Oh, we're going to get into that. You know what? I'm going to get into it right now. I like Jalen Brunson. I'm sad to see that Jalen Brunson got hurt. But anyone who follows me on Twitter knows that I was dogging the Knicks 1 month ago. 1 month ago, when everyone was going nuts over the 9-game winning streak, I said, and I'll dig up the tweets, it's not going to last. It's a couple games longer than the Jeremy Lin run. You'll crash back down to earth. Nothing will happen in the playoffs, and you peaked in late January and early February. Hate to see the guy get injured. It's one of the few New York Knicks players that I do not despise. So, hate to see him get hurt, but you knew the Knicks were going to run off the rails eventually. They had a 9-game winning streak. That's like the Jets being 5-2. You know it's not going to last. Poppy Yeti, what's up, my friend? I'm going to miss most of the show. Oh, man, picking up Arby's. Oh, boy. I hope you're picking up Imodium, too. The one time I had Arby's, explosive things happened, and it was not fun at all. The race to get home, it had no staying power. Hank G, present for Shine Time. Welcome, sir. Good to see you from north of the border. Harlan here. My man Harlan, always in the house. What's up, bro? Rusty Spooner with his 7/16 wrench. How you doing, sir? Hola, Johnny. Oh, snap. I'm here. Patty Grimes coming in, the Detroit Lions fan who follows. What's up, bro? Where's Nikki? I'm here. Dom C on Jets Factor. He likes Latham over Fuaga. Yeah, Dom's big on Latham. I think Dom has him. He's got Alt, and then he's got Fashanu and Latham together. Dano, my man. I don't know what type of emoji you put there. Ricky's here from the... Oh, Cuke is here. What's up, bro? How are you? Richie? What's up, my man? What else we got here? What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? My man Todd's here. What's up, bro? All right, let's get into it. I do not believe the New York Jets are going to wait until the draft and go into the draft with their first round pick, with everyone in the NFL knowing they need to take an offensive lineman. I fully believe they are not going to leave the offensive line and the backside to multiple rookies. I don't. I think you're going to see somebody like Tyron Smith come in for tackle. I see you're going to see a second-tier free agent guard like a John Runyon coming in to play guard. I know he's from Green Bay. It has nothing to do with the Rodgers connection. I just think he's a good, stout, sturdy lineman. And you're not going to have to pay him $18 million. You know, you might get him for 9 or 10. You know, give him a 3-year, $27 million deal. I don't think that the Jets are going to allow everyone in the NFL to go and take their guy. You got to plan for Alt not being there. And you gotta shore up the offensive line before the draft. Because you never know what can happen at the draft. Not that it's expected, but what if Marvin Harrison Jr. is there? You're going to take the third tackle and take someone like Fashanu who's not ready to start in year one, according to many pundits, including Dom. He's going to be like an Andrew Thomas. He's going to be struggling year one and get probably better in year two. It's not happening. The New York Jets can't afford that. I think they're going to shore up the line with free agency and go into the draft. They're going to get another wide receiver also. Now, I know what you're all thinking. What are they going to do, Nick? Here's what I think. I think it's too obvious. If you look at Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas, what do we know about them? They love their defensive linemen. We picked 10th. There's 9 teams picking before us. As of now, 7 players are projected, maybe 8 offensive players are projected to go. Are you going to tell me that you think that Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh have a board where a defensive player is not going to be the highest rated guy when it's our turn to pick? A Dallas Turner, Newton, defensive tackle from Illinois, my favorite, Byron Murphy from Texas. You're out of your mind if you don't think that one of those names, whoever they decide, is going to be right at the top of the board. What would I do? Your follow-up question? Well, then what would you do, Nick? Well, let me answer that for you, fine, distinguished gentleman. You trade back. You hope to coop up a second rounder. You draft the best player available, whether it's the edge rusher, whether it's the defensive lineman. Now, granted, nobody wants that right now, today. 9 days from now, 8 days from now, free agency legal tampering period starts. By next Monday, we're going to hear the Jets have come to an agreement with this guy. The Jets have come to an agreement with this guy. And the Jets have come to an agreement with this guy. It's going to be a left tackle. It's going to be a guard. And it's going to be a wide receiver. So the offense isn't going to have the holes that it has presently today. This is why it's called prognosticating. This is why it's called looking down the road. This is why it's called looking into my little crystal ball. We're going to go into the draft with options. The option to trade back, the option to take the best defensive tackle, the option to take an elite edge rusher, the option to take one of the top 3 receivers if they fall to us. Now, you trade back. You have the second round pick. You have a third. You have 2 4s. You take that second round pick and you move. You go back up to get your guy, whether that is JPJ from Oregon. If he falls to center, you jump. If it's one of the wide receivers, Brian Thomas Jr., Leggett from South Carolina, Worthy from Texas, Mitchell from Texas, whoever you declare is your guy, go get him. Me, I would love to come out of this draft somehow, some way, with Byron Murphy, defensive tackle, and either Cooper Beebe or Christian Haynes, interior guard. And now your line would look Tyron Smith, Haynes or Beebe, Tippmann, Runyon, and Vera Tucker. That's a nasty, physical, stout line. That's a line that we should all look at and say, that'll work. You want to win in the trenches. We're losing Solomon Thomas. We're losing Jefferson. We lost Woods. We're probably going to lose Huff. You need, right now on roster, we have a part-time Michael Clemens, a part-time JFM, and a full-time Quinnen Williams. That's our defend Tanzel Smart, who's up and down like a seesaw back and forth from the practice squad. You got to find a way to get better. You don't want the defensive line to fall off. Robert Saleh said after the one and only Mike White victory against the Bengals that we will go as this defensive line goes because Quinnen made that stop down the end, the big stop. You don't let the D-line fall off. You let the D-line keep being elite. So that's it. That's my opening rant. I'm sure everyone agreed with it. None of you guys ever disagree at all in the chat. Let me catch up with you guys. Little show update. Have a guest coming on from about 9:30 to 10. Outstanding guest, a famous Jet fan. He's been featured on the Diehards. Has been a guest on my show before in the past. And then in the second hour, after 10 o'clock, going to have some of you fucking clowns come on and maybe help participate in a draft. Maybe we'll do a mock in round 2. So that's it. Little programming note. Hank, I don't know if he's any. I know he's super fast, but I don't know his route running. I don't know anything like that. I can't give you any of that information. I haven't looked at him, but it's quite impressive to run that. It's very impressive. And people go QB happy. I'm not sure who you mean. I mentioned several people, Johnny. Anthony Richardson was never a sleeper, AP. When I did my first mock draft last February with Lamar and Jamel, I told them flat out Anthony Richardson was going to be an elite quarterback. I don't think Joe Milton throwing the ball deep is going to get him a top 4. I think Richardson went 4 to the Colts last year. I think he's a project. I think he's got a lot of things he needs to work on. I know he's got a strong arm. I know he's got good size, but I can't put him in Anthony Richardson's category. Anthony Richardson got hurt this year, but I can't put Joe Milton up in Anthony Richardson. There's no way. There's no way. Very good. Veteran line, veteran receiver, veteran line, draft, OL, DT, RC. Yeah, a lot of it. Well, we do have a lot of work to do. We need 3-4 defensive linemen. We need 3 offensive linemen. We need another wide receiver. We need a backup quarterback. We need another running back. We need 3 defensive tackles. We probably need another edge rusher. Might need another corner or 2, another safety. There's a lot of pieces. We need a kicker. We need a punter. There's a lot of little deals the Jets are going to be doing that might not be headline. But there's moves that need to be made. Don't do that to us. That's just my projection. I think they're going to want veterans on offense, and they're going to want rookies on defense that they can mold and then they can teach and that they can develop. That's how I view this team. The defense is good enough to put some rookies in there. The offense, we need guys we can count on from day one. We don't need to wait on guys to be what they can be. We need guys who we know what they are from the first day of training camp so that this offense can click and that it can develop and we don't have to worry about changing positions. Oh, one other thing. Rewind back to the rant. Do you think maybe Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh look at the New York Jets, look at the choices that they've made, and say, we drafted offensive line in the first round twice. Neither guy can stay healthy. Why don't we go out in free agency and get some guys like Mims, for example, runs a 40-yard dash today and tweaks his hamstring, just running. It's a guy that people have wanted, people are high on. But if you're the New York Jets, don't you have to look at it from a different perspective? Don't you have to look at it and say, yeah, you got hurt just running? Like if you take the guy after this, everyone on Jet Twitter will torch the Jets. Why did you draft him? He got injured just running. You knew he wouldn't be able to stay healthy. And you know it. You know I'm right. I don't think you can even debate that. Go get guys. Listen, Tyron Smith is worth it. He gets dinged up here and there. He misses a game or two. But when he plays, he's all pro. Bakhtiari doesn't play enough for me. Tyron Smith, Jet. Tunyon, Jet. Tunyon, right? Yeah, Tunyon. It's delicious. So, let me see what you guys got. I know people love Latham. Still look at him at OT4, maybe 5 behind Fatana. Not touching him at 4. I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think. I think he moved back a little bit. I think he get another pick. Yeah, Rusty. A couple did. Oh, I don't know why it's bad juju. The Jets have drafted 2 first-round offensive linemen. Neither one of them have played much. One is not good, Becton. And Vera Tucker's missed basically 80% of the last 2 seasons. So I don't know why anyone thinks that drafting another offensive lineman in the first round is just going to be some magical fix. It's not. Green Bay Packers just went deep into the playoffs. Didn't have one first-round choice on their line. You don't need it. Just need guys who you choose to stay healthy. That's what the Jets do. That's what Joe Douglas does. He drafts the best player on the board. He stays true to the board. They're going to put themselves in a position in free agency where they don't have to draft a certain position where they can get leapfrogged, like Broderick Jones, and get the guy taken. The Jets never said they wanted Broderick Jones. The fans wanted Broderick Jones. Jets have never said they want Mike Evans. The fans are saying they want Mike Evans. What the fans say is not what the Jets say. And I think people get reality confused with their wants and their needs and their own personal opinions. I look at it differently. I'm looking at what the Jets have done. I'm looking at what the Jets believe in schematically, draft philosophy. I don't know. We'll see. Keep the receipt. Opening rant, episode 2. We'll come back and visit it down the road and see how it goes. Yeah, Fasciano too. I heard. I didn't see that one. I took the boy to learn how to play golf. Teaching him a little bit. Teaching him how to hit the ball. Teaching him how to hold his hands. So I missed that part. But when we got back in, I put my legs up for a little bit. Get the swelling down. And saw Mims. Rusty was hoping Logan Lee would be actually going the 5th. Logan Lee. Sounds like a redneck dude with a mullet. I don't know anything about him. My guess is Jets get offensive line if you and then draft. Oh yeah, we're gonna take draft. I just don't think it's round 1. The New York Jets do not have great success drafting. I don't know why our fan base always thinks that the round 1 pick is going to be the greatest pick of all time. We all know our draft busts. I'm more curious in what's the pick in round 3, the 2 4s. We need to get depth. We need to get guys who can contribute to this team who are drafted in the middle rounds. You can't have your whole entire roster be first-round picks. You won't be able to keep them together very long. Material focus on KC 1 with stud interior line. Yeah, KC 1 with the stud interior line, but They also have a younger quarterback who can maneuver and get around more. They have an elite weapon with Kelsey, who's in the middle of the field. I see. Give me 1 minute, and I'll bring you in. They got Kelsey, who's an elite weapon in the middle of the field, which takes the pressure off. You want to build up the interior of the line and bring in Brock Bowers if he's there at 10? I'm fine with that because now you can get the ball out quick. But we shall see. It's fun to project what this team will do. It's fun to think what the possibilities could be. But all right, you crazy animals. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out on a Sunday night. I appreciate it. Episode 2 of Shine Time. But now I'm bringing in one of the bright spots of Jets Twitter. I've called her the queen of Jets Twitter, and she's told me stop doing that. I see her shaking her head already. She went infamous and legendary status with her Braxton Berrios tweets, and I wanted to bring her on to discuss the new agenda that she has, the Bryce Huff agenda. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, please welcome my friend in, Krista.
Aw, hey, you're too sweet.
Thank you. Don't lie about me. I'm an asshole. Don't. I'm just sweet to you. I'm an asshole to everyone in the chat, but I'm sweet to you. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. How are you?
Good. Getting some things sorted out, trying to figure out this Jet team, which is putting together like a 5 million piece puzzle. There's so many different ways it can go. So I mentioned it when I introduced you. Let me just ask you right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your honest opinion. Give me a percentage of what you think it is that Bryce Huff actually returns to the Jets. I know you want him.
I do.
You tweet every day. You're over. What's the days at 120 something?
Oh, it's more than that. I'm going to be at
137
tomorrow.
How many?
137.
Okay, 137. Tell me what you think will happen. Do you think it gets done?
I hope it gets done, but I'm like at 10% that he's back. Honestly, I just think that the Jets drafting Will McDonald, where they did, unfortunately, put a dagger to Bryce Huff's career as a Jet. And of course, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that you come back here and you tell me, Krista, you were so wrong when I had you on, because look what happened. Bryce Huff is signed. You got your man back, the guy that got 10 sacks. But yeah, a lot of people think because I'm tweeting that I'm delusional, that only everyone else knows but me that Bryce Huff is not coming back. But I know it, but it's just in me to tweet every day until something happens.
Yeah, you're undefeated so far. Who knows? Something to support your hopes and your mindset. Connor Hughes came out last week at the Combine and said that some people he spoke to think that Huff could only get between 12 and 15 million a year when a lot of Jet Twitter was kicking out numbers between 18 and 22 million. If it's 12 to 15 million, I'm okay with that.
So am I.
I'm okay with, like, if you put the Carl Lawson contract down and you give him 3 for 45, I'm okay with that. It'd still be a part of a top defense. I am worried about Bryce with this. He said flat out when Rich Cimini asked him, any hometown discount? He's like, no, I'm going to do everything I can and maximize, for my family and all that. So I don't know if that was a message to the Jets of try to make me a crazy offer now. But we know Joe Douglas isn't going to do that, right? Yeah.
I think I get where Bryce Huff is coming from. He came as a player that's undrafted. He's unproven. He became unproven, and he really made a name for himself as a Jet. And I think a lot of people don't really know who he is because he's a Jet, but he has the stats to back up his claim. Even if you watch the tape, you can honestly say he's one of the top pass rushers, and he has the opportunity to hit the market and make big money. So I do get where Bryce Huff is coming from. He's like, hey, this is my time to get the most money I could possibly can. Let me capitalize it while I can. So I do believe that. I do believe what he's saying. He does want to be paid, and I don't blame him. someone getting 10 sacks with a limited role. I see where he's coming from.
Yeah. Agreed. It's I think that Jets Twitter is so wishy-washy, and they change their takes, and I always say, like, I'm always curious as to what fire Jets Twitter is gonna start each day. Like, you wake up and it's like, Deion Dawkins said something, now we gotta go attack him, now this is how it just can't be, like, copacetic. Every
No.
day, there's a forest fire that we gotta attend to, like, we either have to fight amongst ourselves or somebody mentioned us on TV or on a podcast,
Yeah.
but I think that it is so fickle
Yeah.
that I think people look at you and how steadfast you are in who you are and what you believe, and I think they're fucking intimidated by it. Honest to God, I think I've said this to you before in chat. I just like fuck them, fuck their some a certain group came at you over something, and last March when the diehards came out, for those of you that don't know, and you should, Krista was featured on the Jets Diehards and was brought to Florham Park and interviewed, which was awesome, by the way. Again, congratulations for that. You deserve it.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And there's so many people who were jealous. There's so many people who wish it was them, that they decided to, instead of appreciate and be happy for one of our own getting there, they wanted to try to shit on it. And you know me, I don't play that. I'll tell people what I think. You see the stuff I tweet. I don't hold my fingers back. I don't bite my tongue. I say it. I don't care. You like me or don't like me. I don't care about it. I just feel that you've gotten treated unfairly because I'm going to be blunt. There's so many fucking assholes out there in life, not just Jets fans, all aspects of life. We go out to the mall, the stores, shop, right? We know what's going on in the world, right? There's just so many people that they don't want to see anybody else succeed. They want to shit on everyone else's parade to feel better about themselves and their lack of their own success. Not that this is a philosophical show or anything, gentlemen and the young lady, but I think it's cool that you don't waver from who you are and what you want. And that's awesome because nowadays you see people in a relationship, someone else texts them, oh, this person's paying more attention to me. That's who I'm with now. This is happening. I'm over here now. Oh, this couple's not together anymore. Well, I'm not listening to her music anymore. And you are just like staying straight, staying the course.
Yep. That's just how I am. Like even when we drafted Will McDonald, I was like, hey, I still believe in Bryce Huff, and I think a lot of people what they get caught up in is that they love the Jets and I'm trying to find the best way to describe it. They're I don't even know. Like you mentioned that they waver, but I think it's like their way of coping, I guess, is saying, we don't need Bryce Huff. And then they deep dive all the things that Pro Football Focus said. Well, he's not a good run stopper. He's not this and that. We could deal with that. And they kind of go through a coping stage. Oh, well, I'm going to lose Bryce Huff anyway. Let me dig into stats that Pro Football Focus or what this guy says. Let me deep down on the fewest Bryce Huff weaknesses I can do to make my point look good. I think that's what a lot of people do. But me, it's just like I see a guy that has 10 sacks. I see a team that there's times where Calvin Pace was our best pass rusher, and now that we're a team that has all these pass rushers, I just want to keep them all. I know money-wise that might not be possible, but I look at Bryce Huff as a valuable asset, and that's just somebody I don't want to get rid of, even if we do have Will McDonald, and I do believe Will McDonald will be a good player. But I think it's beneficial for the Jets to keep Bryce Huff, and I think if Bryce Huff leaves the New York Jets and he goes somewhere else, all the AFC quarterbacks will be like, oh, thank God I don't have to worry about that guy kicking my butt and getting to me.
Very good point. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. There are people who do not want to see you go 2-0.
I know.
You know that. You know that. It's the haters. You know the accounts that you've blocked and then muted and not want anything to do with. They are sitting there as Jets fans hoping we lose Bryce Huff just so they can tweet at you or about you. And that's a shame
I know.
because you are, like I said, one of the nicest people I've ever encountered as a Jet fan. And you always have the best interests of the team in mind. And it's a shame that people have to be so awful.
And it
So,
happens.
but you handle it. That's why I call you the queen of Jets Twitter. That's why. 'Cause you handle it with class and grace and all the stupidity out there. And you shrug it off. Good for you. That's a great way to go through life.
Appreciate that, but I can never call myself the queen of Jets Twitter because there's
You don't
so
have to. I do it.
there's
You've
so
been called worse. I can compliment you. You've been called worse. It's
no, there's just so many great women of Jets Twitter. I love them all. If you gave me the crown, I'd break off a piece of my crown to everyone.
That's what a queen does. You're gracious. That's queen like. Not me. If I'm king, I'm getting a fucking tattoo. I'm shirt out, a king of Jet Twitter for eternity.
Man.
I don't want that claim. I don't want to be the face of Jet Twitter. I'm fine just being here on my channel. That's fine. I have fun with it, but
That's the most important part.
I like that I could just tweet and not have daggers come at me. I wouldn't want that. I don't deal well with people. I deal great with my friends, but man, I'm learning at 45 to, all right, you have a different take. It's okay. I don't have to go attack your entire life over it. Drinking, Nick? Oh, I was a savage. I'm still a savage, but this is nothing compared to what I used to be. But let's see. Guys, I'm going to catch up in the chat. You have Krista here. If any of you guys have questions for her, fire them away. Let me ask you this while I'm catching up with the chat during your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Free agency. You got anybody you got your eye on? Anyone that you think should be a Jet, that you want to be a Jet, or you just kind of go with the flow, whatever happens, happens?
I'm pretty much right now, number one is definitely my guy Bryce Huff. Got to stand by him. And then I'm just pretty much a go with the flow type person. I don't have my hopes wide receiver market. I'd love to grab Calvin Ridley, love to grab Mike Evans, obviously, but my hopes aren't very high. So I'm pretty much go with the flow right now. I just really want Bryce Huff more than anything. And I know that gets Jets Twitter a lot of very angry because they're like, what about offense? I said, I just want Bryce Huff. That's all I care about, Bryce Huff.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets people mad.
Yeah.
About offense.
It's like, what do you want for dinner? All right, I want steak. I don't care about the sides. Like that's the sides. Just give me the main course, and then I can figure out the rest later. Like I know I'm in the mood for steak tonight, or lobster, or whatever. I know I want this. I can figure out the rest later on.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, Dane, my buddy Dano, who will be on, and Connie. Connie is up there as well. Connie's a legend. I don't think Connie had her DMs on. I tried to invite Connie on the show, but she never read it. She follows me on Twitter, but she never read it. I was hoping to get Connie on the show.
She's awesome.
Yeah, I would love to talk to her with her history, her knowledge, and obviously, being a former scout, it would be great. Yeah. So, but you're on the show. You're on the show twice. So you are the queen of Twitter, solo crown for now. If Connie ever decides to come on my show, I might have to say that you are co-queens. But,
I don't mind at all.
Yeah. So this team definitely needs another receiver who can separate. Twitter turned down my face. So what do you got, guys? All right, here. Harlan coming in. Evans would not sign with the Jets. His family is all set in Tampa. If anything, he goes to another no tax income state. Yeah, that's something I've said word for word, Harlan. Yeah, I'm with you. I can't see Mike Evans leaving Florida, the no income state tax, and coming to New Jersey and dealing with our state income tax, especially after Tyreek Hill exposed it to everyone. Now, other free agents are going to have to be like, oh, wait a minute, that's right.
Yeah.
But you're right. Oh, here, Johnny, my buddy Johnny, who will come on later, an hour or two, with Dane. what are the moves for the Jets draft? What are you thinking now? Now I know we got to get free agency and the trades and everything down first. But anyone you're looking for? I know you don't like mocks.
Oh man, no.
I'm very. I even invited, for those of you who don't know, Krista has mocks muted on Twitter, so they don't even show up in her timeline. Now, I told her when she was coming on, originally it was going to be at 10 in the second hour. I'm like, you know what? We go long with the mock. Let me bring her on earlier, and then we'll do the mock after. So I know you're not a mock person, but being involved with the Jets as you are, any position or player that you say, all right, this would be really good if we get this guy?
I personally really want offensive linemen after how badly our offensive line struggled and how we saw unfortunately Aaron Rodgers fall down within 4 plays. I'm a person that just wants all offensive line. Yeah, Brock Bowers is very intriguing too. The only thing that concerns me with Brock Bowers is having Nate Hackett as our offensive coordinator. Someone told me Aaron Rodgers was our offensive coordinator. I'm all for Brock Bowers. I think a lot of people look at him and say he's just a tight end, but he's more than a tight end. You can see he lines up in the slot. He's like a big-bodied wide receiver that could pair nicely with Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
But for me, I really hope that we get offensive line, especially with the state of how bad our offensive line is.
Facts. Sean, what's up, buddy? Coming in. Oh, saying Krista, thanks for what you do. Showing a little love to Krista. That's awesome.
Of course.
My buddy Dane, the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, good sir. Who else weekend streams? Nobody. Everyone else out drinking, having a good time. They're not up at 9 o'clock at night. They're passed out on the couch, but sober Nick does, baby. Oh, and final super chat wins. Dane created, I just got monetized last Sunday, and Dane has come up with the last super chat wins. And whoever gives the last super chat of the night gets to come on as a guest of the show.
Oh,
so as of now, Dane is in the lead. Oh, real quick, Scott, I ended the show last week and I saw your message because once the show ends, you could still have about like a 30-second window to post a message. And I feel horrible because I ended the closing video early to make fun of Jeremy, Jets Chaos, who you've been on with before, the bald-headed lunatic. And Scott typed, "Oh, you ended the show. I was just putting in a super chat." So Scott, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I had to get up. I'm an old man. I'm diabetic. I had to use the toilet. I had to relieve myself. And I was like, oh, I don't have time for this. Everyone, I got to go. And then I saw it pop in. I'm like, oh, no. So, Scott, my apologies, my friend. Oh, Rusty, Mr. Draft Guru himself.
I don't know.
Krista, would you be opposed to us trading 10 to move back and get more picks?
I'd love to see us trade back and get more picks. That's something I haven't seen Joe Douglas really do. To move back, I've seen him move up and be aggressive, but to move back and collect more picks, especially since we don't have a second-round pick, especially if we move down and pick up an offensive lineman, I think that would be an ultimate win, whatever offensive lineman would be available, depending how far we move back. And I think that would be the smartest move, depending who's available at 10, because there's a good offensive lineman and there's an offensive weapon that would compare with Garrett Wilson. I think that would be pretty tough. But if the team's like said, hey, I want to move up for said players, and if we move back, we can get some picks and possibly a second-round pick somehow, it'd be hard to turn down as well because we do need more players and could also we need more offensive linemen to boost off this offensive line and to get another pick. I think that would be a win.
Yeah, I would love to see a trade back, maybe between 6 and 9 spots. Stay in the teens.
Mm-hmm.
Use that 2 and a 4 and jump on day 2 of the draft and go up into the top 5 of the second round and get the guy that you labeled. And if you can come out with not having a second round pick and come out with 2 of the top 36, 37 players, guys that you know can come in and start now in a win now year, I think the potential to maneuver and dominate this draft by moving back and then moving up could be legendary. I think that if you want to be known for being a guy who maneuvers and maximizes the opportunity of the draft, move back, get more, and then move up to go get your guy. And that's how you really see teams win in the draft, because they say, all right, we got extra assets, but that's our guy. Fuck this, we're going for him. And they jump. So I think that's something that I've been waiting to see Douglas do. And Douglas always told us when he first got hired, when the moment's right, we'll jump. When the moment's right, we'll go all in. The moment's right. We don't have many moments left with Aaron Rodgers. The moment's right. We had an entrance with Aaron Rodgers. I need games with Aaron Rodgers. So let's do whatever we can to make that happen.
Agreed.
Let me see where we are here. Where's the chat? Chat, you guys are awesome. You guys are firing stuff in I can't even keep up with. Harlan asking, if anything, he goes to Houston. Do you think I think he's still talking about Evans, because that was his last comment.
Yeah.
He's asking about Mike Evans. Any thoughts on Mike Evans?
I think he ultimately stays in Tampa, unfortunately. I know he wants to test free agency, but I think he'll have a hard time leaving Tampa. I think he wants to go back there, have a Super Bowl run with them. And, of course, he has my guy Baker Mayfield in Tampa, assuming he's going to stay there as well. You know, Baker Mayfield's going to want his guy back in Tampa.
Yeah.
But him would be good, but I think Mike Evans says he wants to go with the proven quarterback and he'll go off and try to win a Super Bowl. But yeah, I think ultimately he stays in Tampa.
You say that, Mike Evans, you take $10 million a year and you come to New York and you make $30 million off the field, if you really mean that. Johnny, that's why you're coming on tonight. I got you, bro. That's why you're coming on, John. You keep lashing out like this in the chat and you will get no invite, my friend. Don't forget, Jets also need wide receiver, running back, DT, safety. You also need linebacker and cornerback for the pipeline.
Yep.
Yeah. I think next year you see the linebacker. You got Quincy, you got him locked in. You got Sherwood, who doesn't get Sherwood. Is Nasruddin?
Yeah.
Nasruddin. Sorry, I always get him and Sherwood mixed up in my head because they came in together. You got him who didn't play a lot, but could fill in he's your third linebacker. So he did a nice job in limited time and limited reps. I don't think you. And then you got Barnes, and you got Chaz Surratt. I forget. He played quarterback at North Carolina, then he ended up being a linebacker, which is crazy. But you got 5 linebackers, and 3 of them contribute greatly on special teams. I don't know. I don't think you're going to find a linebacker in a position. I think you might have your pipeline linebackers there already. Cornerback, I agree. Cornerback, you got to take somebody. I would love Bo Melton. Kids from Rutgers. I've met his dad at a Rutgers tailgate. Yeah, the guy that I've coached football with who runs our football program, his name is Ron Allen. He was roommates at Rutgers and played with Bo Melton's dad. And our football program went to like a group outing for Pop Warner Day at Rutgers. And his dad was at our tailgate, and I met him. Real nice guy, real cool guy. So just to see him, I know his one son's in Green Bay, which is cool. You know, you're like in legendary Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
To have your other son stay home and be in New Jersey, I think would be really, really cool. For us, though, not for the Giants, obviously. Oh, J1, you won the 25th. Can I donate my winnings to someone else? Not Tigo, though. Sure. J1, that's your call, man. It's your prize. You do with it whatever you want. I'll look for your comment later. I would start a bidding war and see who offers you what to get on air with me. I'd be curious. Like it's a penguin. Someone gives you a pebble. It's not. All right, Johnny, with a question here for Krista. Should we draft Hartman, the quarterback from Notre Dame? Would he be able to increase the woman fan base for the Jets?
Oh, God, yeah. I don't think he's very good. He definitely can.
You couldn't even put the words together. You were like, ah.
Yeah, he's good looking. I'll give him that. I mean, he has a future career as a model. I mean, as a second, 7th round pick, that's what I project him to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than
Oh,
that,
is that a Krista mock? Did we just get breaking news here? Is there a Krista mock that he's a 7th round projection?
I mean, maybe in girls' hearts, he might be a 1st round pick compared to looks because he's a very good looking guy. I mean, there's some moments where I'm looking, I'm like, oh wow, this guy has nice hair. It just, but yeah, it would definitely increase the women fan base. Yeah, definitely, no denying that.
If Modine always with a positive comment. I got to give you credit, Mo. I think you've come around. I think watching my channel more and the positivity that I put out there, I think that your comments aren't as bad as previously advertised. I like you, Mo. But he says if the Jets pick 10th and then wait until 72nd to pick again, the draft will be average at best. Yeah. I don't think we do that. I don't think. You have those 2 4s.
Yeah,
I would use the 3rd and the 4 to move up, to go get either Haynes or Beebe. If you're coming out with just 2 picks and those first 100, if you use the 4s to move up, it got to be guaranteed day 1 starters. And round 2 and round 3 is where you get your defensive tackles, your interior offensive linemen. So we'll see. But you keep that positive energy, Modine. God damn it, you handsome son of a bitch. If free agents allows it, otherwise you can't move back from 10. I disagree, Billy. I think you can move back.
yeah,
Because if you're missing out on Joe Alt, there's not a guy that anyone is going to slam their fist down on the table and says, we have to have him. He can play now. Fashanu, Joe Dom C has told us repetitively, could have the highest long-term upside. But day 1, he might struggle. So I'm not pounding my fist saying we have to stay at 10 to take that guy. Questions on Latham.
mm-hmm.
Mims just doesn't have a lot of games. He's got 8 college games played, athletic freak. But the athletic freak just tweaked his hamstring running a 40, not even getting hit or being leveraged. Fuaga, nice. I don't think you can slam your fist down on the table and say we can't move back from 10 for him. We don't know how the board's going to fall. Neighbors, Odunze, Bowers, yeah. Yes. Run the card up. Don't even take offers. But that's it. There's no quarterback that I want.
Mm-mm.
You get those weapons that fall to you, then that's a dream come true for Jets fans. But there's no lineman that says we can't move back 5, 6, 7 spots. Because I think they're all about the same after all.
Agreed.
Sean coming in. Take 2 linemen with our first 2 picks. Use up later picks to move up if we have to. And make sure we get 2 top linemen. Yeah. Yeah, if you trade back and then trade up, you can get 2.
Yep.
Scott, I love that you agree. But I'm a few minutes behind. And I don't know what you agreed with about 10 minutes ago, but I'm happy that you agreed, sir. Yes, Sean. I know his name has been kicked around by several other content creators, and I will say that Nick Shine was the first on the Curtis Samuel train. Months ago, November, I looked at the free agent list and I said, this is a guy who fits the mold. He's bigger, faster, stronger than what Randall Cobb was in Green Bay. And if you can convince him to come in on a 2-year deal, he's 27 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You bring him in on a 2-year deal and say, hey, we're going to team you up with Rodgers for 2 years. You're going to be 29 years old, and you can hit the market again and capitalize and make another big contract before you're done. I hope he takes it. I would love to see him working in the middle. He runs sweet. He's like I say he's a poor man's Deebo Samuel. He does end arounds. He can run the ball. He's physical with it. He's good with yards after the catch. He catches over the middle of the field. Everything we're missing.
Yeah, I think
everything we're missing.
I feel like he's the most likely option compared to what the most of the names are, like the Calvin Ridley, the top tier guys like Curtis Samuel. I think he's more likely to come here than a guy like Calvin Ridley, Mike Evans, Michael Pittman, those top guys. So I don't have much faith that they would come here to begin with. I think most likely they'll be tagged to their original teams or they'll go elsewhere. But Curtis Samuel, I think, is the most likely option, in my opinion, to come here. But yeah, I like that his versatility. He's fast, and we need a guy that's fast, and he's a guy that brings speed as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I like him. Todd, with a great message for all of you. Smash the like button. Tell your friends. Share the word. Tweet it. Send it to your group chats. Send it everywhere. Tell everyone to get in here. Tell them to subscribe to the channel. Tell them that we got big things coming up. Dino, welcome. Welcome.
Go Jets.
All right, guys. We got a couple more minutes with Krista. We got any more questions for her? Scott says you have a better arm than Hartman.
I don't. I sadly don't. You've never seen my arm. It is bad. Hartman honestly has me beat by a mile. I can't throw. I'm like Christian Hackenberg, 0.2, except that my throwing motion is bad. I can't throw even as half as far as Hackenberg, or even a quarter as good as Hackenberg. I'm like Hackenberg, 0.2.
If you gave me $1 billion right now and said, Nick, here's $1 billion in this account, all you have to do is mimic Christian Hackenberg's drop back and release. I never saw him throw, Krista. I don't even know how he does. Like, we know Rodgers with the cool little swag. We know Brady. We know all these guys. Hell, I could probably even do Bryce Petty. But Christian Hackenberg, I don't know how he throws. I don't know his delivery point. We never saw him on the field. Oh, Mike McCagnon, you evil son of a bitch.
He kept us away from drafting Patrick Mahomes because he believed in Christian Hackenberg.
I'm 1 week away from being a year sober, and you bring up a comment like that. You know what? I will. Thank you. Thank you. Big show plan. Wait, let me rephrase this. I have a huge show planned for next week with some of the top content creators there are. Now, I've been offered a CDL job. I start training at home tomorrow. I may be on a Greyhound bus to Richmond, Virginia, or Memphis, Tennessee for training, where I was going to spend the whole day with my kids to celebrate, and then at night do the show to celebrate with all of the guys in the chat and have Jeremy come on, Green Bean, Matt O'Leary, Dom, Gunny, Italy, Jed, Adam Y2K. Like every 15 minutes, Tigo. I got a new person coming on every 15 minutes. Like I've been planning this. And now, I've been waiting for so long to celebrate this, and now I might be on a freaking Greyhound bus, probably with some weirdo with their bare feet sticking up next to me. So we'll see. I'll make something happen, even if I got to do it from a rest stop. But I'll be out there. Let me see. Nice to see you, Krista. Oh, Patty coming in. Patty Grimes, Detroit Lion fan, but good supporter, always popping in the channel here, saying hello.
Thank you.
Daniel Murphy here. Let's see what else we got. Boom, boom, boom. Jerome, what's up? Jerome coming in. Fuaga stole the show today. I heard. I had a lot going on. I had my boy here. I was teaching him how to hit golf balls. But I heard. Krista, the queen of Jets Twitter, attempting to go 2-0 with off-season. Actually, you are 2-0 already because you did Quincy. Like you were big on Quincy.
Yeah, I love Quincy.
So you're looking to go 3-0. I forgot about Quincy.
Yeah.
All right, he got the extent. You're 2-0. Forgive me. You should have corrected me. Yelled at me. Hey, dumbass! I went 2-0 already.
Nah. I just want to stay humble, you know.
No, if I'm wrong, fucking tell me I'm wrong. I forgot about Quincy. Yeah, you're 2-0 with it. So let's go. Let's make it 3-0.
Fingers crossed.
The legendary Krista, the queen of Jet Twitter, in my opinion, the very humble, declining my queen of Twitter crown. You have anything in closing? You have anything that you want to add, say? Do you have anything you want to address and tell the people that we haven't gotten to already?
I'm just like for me personally, just enjoy the ride. Hopefully, Bryce Huff is back. I think he's such an important asset to this team. I know a lot of people want to downplay his talent because they're coming to terms that he may not most likely not be a Jet. I know he most likely will not be a Jet, but I'm going to stand my ground and I am going to stick with Bryce Huff, even if I have to tweet 200 times for the Jets to do something. And I know the Jets are reading my tweets because they are tweeting a picture every day until football is back. So I know they're trolling me. I know they're seeing my tweets. And I'm just going to be doing my thing. I am going to stick to my word. And yeah, it's the beginning. We're 0-0. Aaron Rodgers is coming back. We can only go up from here. And the offseason should be interesting, and I'm excited to see what we do in the draft this year as well. And of course, thank you for having me on as well.
Anytime. It's a pleasure. I always have these freaking knuckleheads on here who come on and argue. It's nice to have somebody who's sweet and down to earth and not an asshole like the regular people, like Jeremy, like the people I normally have on here. So thank you so much. It's a pleasure. It's
Likewise.
awesome to have you on and awesome to hear you instead of just reading your words. It's great to have you on. We'll do this again. When Huff, let me word it for you. When Huff resigns, there will be another invite coming on for you to come on here, and I will do the gloating for you, and you can sit there and be bashful and humble and turn away. But I will light everybody up for you. I will be your hype man. I will be the one dropping the enormous amount of hate on everyone who's attacked and hated you. So I pray to the Lord on the Lord's day that Bryce Huff is resigned and I can go nuclear on many people.
You're too sweet. Thank you.
So thank you so much for joining, and we'll talk soon. Guys, show Krista some love. Thank you so much.
Of course. Go Jets.
All right, good night. Go Jets. All right, you guys behaved well. That was awesome. I love having Krista on. That's the second time she's joined the show. She's hung out on the Friday night hangout. So that was good. I'm no asshole. You're not my pal, buddy. She has nicer hair, nicer personality, nicer person. Didn't yell at me, didn't make fun of me, didn't mention how many toes I do or don't have. Yeah. So, yeah, I thought that'd be a cool surprise. I saw a couple of you guys. I think Dane commented right away, like, no way. But yeah, I thought that was I thought that'd be fun to do. You're not my guy, dude. Okay. Yeah. Snowball. Wait, we gotta look. All right. So far, hour 1 done. Hour 2. You guys want to do a mock? You want me to bring in a couple of you from the chat and we'll do a mock together? You guys tell me. Oh, you're just kissing my ass because you want to come on air and you know I haven't sent the invite yet. I know what you're up to. But, does she do food reviews? I don't know. I eat grilled chicken cheese. I have 1 banana a day to keep everything tight on the inside. You know what's crazy? All right, let me update you guys. I saw somebody ask before. All right, so the last week, you guys know I've been very clear. I've been very vocal about my sobriety. Um, all cards on the table. There was a point in time where it was more than just alcohol that I had an issue with. So I tried to get in with this trucking job in 2000 and 2022. And then when I saw that they did a hair follicle test, I was like, oh, I can't pursue this, because if you ever fail a drug test with your CDL, you could be banned for life. So last week or 2 weeks ago, a guy who I live with, a guy who lives upstairs. Oh, Daniel, thank you, pal. Daniel's in the lead. Daniel is in the head right now in the Super Chat Challenge. For those of you that don't know, thank you, Daniel, for it. The Super Chat Challenge is whoever is the last one to give a Super Chat gets a future guest spot on the show. So as of now, Daniel. I'll try to give you a short version. A company, Swift Transportation, now sponsors you $8,000 for school to get your CDL. Tomorrow I start training. I will be doing it from home from 9 to 5 this week. Thursday, I go test in New Jersey here to get my permit for the CDL. If I get that, I will then be on a bus at some point next week, Saturday or Sunday, or maybe even Friday. I don't know. They're going to tell me to get down to go to the school in person. So I'm down there. I'll be in a hotel for 3 weeks. So, and then from there, I'm on the road for the first year. It's every 6 days on the road, 1 day home. So if I'm out for 18, I'm home for 3, and so on. So the first year is going to be hell, but it'll be worth it, because after 1 year of having your CDL and having that experience, you're a hot free agent. And this year, next year around this time, I can go to any company. I can go to Amazon, which is one a mile down from where I live now, and get a really good deal. So if you don't see the show happening, just know it's a good reason. Nothing's bad's going on, and it's needed. And I'm laughing at it in a way because I finally committed to doing shows on Thursdays and Sundays, and with my luck being my luck, now all of a sudden life starts to get a little normalcy back to it. Oh, here's for Dane. Sorry, guys. I'm old. I'm trying to send the invites here. Oh. I get so freaking scared when I close a browser tab that I'm going to close this tab. You have no idea the panic that goes through me. Dane, I just sent it in Twitter. And do me a favor, you push it over to Johnny for me, okay? I got to open up another browser and log into an email, and I didn't want to do all that. So you can you send it to Johnny, please? So we're going to get Dano on here. We're going to get Johnny on here. Oh, he did drop that bomb the other day. I was a little surprised by that. Yeah, I'm 45. I used to be real quick with the computers and everything. I managed the warehouse for Optimum. I could zip through everything. And then I went like 7 years out of the game. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. Are you tweeting from the bathroom? Because I know you mentioned earlier you were having Arby's. So thoughts and prayers to your bowels and your digestive system. I had it once and I'll never go back. Like fuck was, yeah, dude. Dude, I'm still standing. I shouldn't be alive right now. Everything I went through in my life, I should not be alive. I say that with 100% confidence that it is a miracle that I sit before you today and that I am here, and it's cool to be punching back. I had something happen today. I guess someone who lived here had an issue with me, and during his moving out, he went into my golf bag in the garage and decided to snap my driver, the driver that my father left me, the driver that I was going to leave to my son as like a pass down from like my dad to him. And he decided that he was going to snap that over his leg. So that's not the point of the story. People suck. People are awful. That's fine. What am I going to do about that? Old Nick, drinking Nick, I would have been arrested already. I would have sent threats. I would have called them repetitively. I would have went off the fucking deep end. Now, I'm being logical. I put myself in a position not to hurt myself anymore. Drinking Nick would have made terroristic threats to him already over the phone and said the worst things in the world and had it in text. And yeah, now, all right. I said to my son, if that's what makes him feel better in his life, some people have to hurt people. Hurt people is an expression you hear all the time. All I said was, you know what? The grip was old. Pop never got it. And now I'll just take the head. That's what she said. And we'll put it on a new shaft. Also what she said. I see you back there smiling, Johnny. You know how I am. So a blessing will come out of it. It'll be the club head. Or, maybe we just go, me and my son go, and we buy one together, the two of us. But old me, I would have lost my fucking shit. I would have fucking... And you know what's crazy? The guy came here today 1 hour before to pick up mail that still gets sent here. And I shook his hand and said, hey, man, how you doing? I hope everything's okay. Did you find a place? I feel bad that what happened here, but I was kind. And then he shakes my hand knowing what he did. Fuck that. Fuck that. Ain't nobody deterring me. Fuck that. Well, if anyone's going to deter me, it's going to be one of these cocksuckers. Yep, that's your introduction. I'm going to bring in the guy who came here first. He's known for coming first. Yeah, he's shaking his head. Guys, we're gonna get a mock draft going. We're gonna have 100% chat mock draft. While these two are talking, I'm gonna pop into the YouTube. I'm gonna put polls up. You guys vote. Oh, hold on. 100%, Bernard. Chicago PD and Chicago Fire are the best two shows on network television. Can't compare to what cable does, but yeah, I'm a huge fan, Bernard. Huge fan. All right. Nobody comes quicker than this guy. Johnny Jimenez, live from the chat. Oh, man, I wish we could play the Undertaker's music right now that you got that hat on. What happened?
He has a sore knee. That's it. And they said he's gonna be okay. He could have came back to play, but they were like, no, keep him out.
Yeah, and I got a bruised toe, bro. Yeah, it's just a bruised knee.
He'll be all right.
I like that you have the stickers on the hat still, because you did what every Knicks fan did in late January during a 9-game winning streak. You brought new merchandise.
I've had this forever, man. I just don't wear it.
Nice. Now we're going to bring in another psychopath.
They know.
Straight from the chat. Straight out of an insane asylum. What are you doing, Johnny? Why are you going sideways for, bro? What are you doing? You're making me... Oh.
I thought I could flip around.
Dirty Sanchez is your name. We miss you, Mark. Who's Mark?
Sanchez.
Oh. I didn't want to make a joke because I'm like, all right, maybe he actually lost. And then I got to realize and remember where I'm at. And
oh, it's that. If you need to understand, you'll see how diabolical we are in the chat. Especially
I'll get that. Oh, I'm sure. Dane and I talked about it. What's up, Dane? Welcome.
Dirty Sanchez, really, man?
All right. Let me get
I
this.
thought that's what that mustache was about.
I keep it clean.
What's
All right,
up, man? What's up, Nick?
What's going on, guys? So let me get this going. Let me open up YouTube.
Am I lagging at all?
No.
No, not from what I can see.
StreamYard.
Give me your thoughts, guys. Anything on the? Yeah, Johnny, give me your thoughts first. On the combine, anything stand out to you? Anybody that?
Oh man, so
that you like opened up your eye?
Fuaga, guys, that dude looked so good. So he did every technique as a left tackle because everybody was saying that he can't play left tackle, and he looked incredible, man. It was insane on the way he was just moving his hips, like not even shuffling the feet, but just going through all the different like things that we're doing on him, and he's just gonna be powerful, man. I'm all about him. I'm like, he's gonna be a mauler, dude. Like, that dude's just a monster, and we need that nastiness on that line. And I'm all for it. I'm hoping, if anything, guys, go on YouTube and just put up the combine and watch it. You know who kind of worried me watching him? Was Alt. Huge surprise, man. He kept tripping over his own feet, doing a lot of these different things. And the other thing I just wanted to say real quick was, I don't believe that these big men should be running a 40-yard dash. I've said that stuff for like years and years. There's no reasoning behind it. I don't understand why they do that. They always get hurt, man. It's the craziest thing. So that's my rant on that.
All right. Oh, Dom's here. What's up, Dom? How you doing, my friend? What's up to everyone in the chat, guys? Thanks for hanging out. Sunday night, Shine Time, episode 2. So let me do this because I'm an old man who's got to talk his way through everything. Let's get the mock draft up here now. We're gonna go PFF today.
I got to put on my GM hat. Hold on.
Nope, I got to go PFN. I can't do PFF because I don't have the subscription.
While you're looking that up, you mind if I ask Dom something?
Go.
Dom, I saw on NFL Plus Lance Zierlein talking about Alt, and it kind of made me interested because he alluded to Alt not being his number one tackle per se, like he's everybody else's. He said that the reason why is because Notre Dame coaches the O-line so well that they already have Alt pretty much at his ceiling. And that, like, a team that is confident in their offensive line coaches can get more out of one of the other prospects. I'm curious if you think that's true. Like, basically that, yeah, his floor is higher, but his ceiling is not where some of the other guys are. So it kind of makes them suit us better because we don't have developmental time, but makes me wonder, is there really that big drop off that I thought was there from Alt to 2 and 3? Is am I still here?
You're here. Yeah. Johnny froze. Is it me? Is it you guys? All right.
I think
Johnny's
I froze too.
Yeah, I think you're freezing as well.
My audio, I think, is good, but yeah, I'm gonna switch to mobile. But keep doing what you're doing. I think hopefully Dom still heard me. I'm really curious on him.
Yeah, he did.
There.
He did. He thinks that's 100% factual. Alt does not have the ceiling. A lot of these tackle prospects, what you're going to get is very solid production for 10 to 12 years.
Well, the fact that we allegedly can't trust Keith Carter makes me wonder if maybe a team in the top 10 that's more confident or has more time to develop one of the tackles doesn't take a different tackle first, and then alt falls to us, and we think that they're crazy, but really it's just it suits them and it suits us.
Dom C. Check your text.
Exactly. Get him up here.
And
Hey, I'm gonna switch to mobile.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I could do like 3 things at one time, and that did not
No,
happen.
not on mobile. If you leave the app, you gotta like refresh it and come back in. I used to, before the guys from the IOW show that I do sent me the laptop, I used to do it mobile, and if I got a phone call, I got booted. If I changed from the app to look up a stat, I had to refresh and come back in. So let me see if I can add a poll in YouTube from my phone.
What kind of poll?
Your favorite, a long one. For the picks, instead of just, I'm trying to be more professional. Dom will be in the chat. Dom is already laying down. He's up in bed, watching clips of prospects, I'm sure. I mean, when you're Dom C, Project Prospect, you got to.
Hey, can we ask if Dom is on the chat? I wanted to ask him a question in regards of the linemen, right? I don't know if he saw any of the combine workouts today and everything, but I wanted to get his thoughts on the actual workout.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Like,
Go ahead.
what did he think seeing? Like I wasn't shocked seeing Alt and the way he was like falling and stumbling around. It was kind of eye-opening, right? So kind of going and piggybacking off what Dana was talking about. So surprising to see. I mean, because of that, does that ultimately make him drop, and maybe fall down to us? JJ McCarthy and having like such a great combine workout, does that mean he gets a lot higher than what everybody's portraying him to come up to and whatnot? It just changed so much stuff. And I'm huge on Leggett from South Carolina. That dude's a monster, man. 6'3", 227. He runs that 4.3, what was it, a 4.39? The way he ran, he shouldn't be doing some of the stuff that he could do with his body, and like, just, I don't know, man. It looked like some of the stuff that Garrett Wilson does, and I was like, holy crap, like this dude is, I don't know, he'll be a great red zone target, man.
Yeah. No, you're right. You gotta remember too, if he's in the chat, you gotta give him questions that aren't so long to
Mic
answer.
check.
It's tough to type. It's tough to type that. Yeah, you're good, Dave. It's tough to type that long type of response. All right, so we're gonna get this going.
Y'all hear me?
We're gonna see what this brings us. We're gonna
I can't see Nick. It's actually like,
I'm
I
here.
don't know, if I was like giving it Nielsen ratings, like the ratings would be super high right now because he's just like spinning.
Can you see the
Yeah, your audio's not working too well either, Dane. Are you
I'm sure the chat's popping off. I wonder what Alan's
So eliminate
saying.
if it's me or if it's Dane. Everything okay on your end?
Alan's got a take on everything.
Chat, can you guys, you know what? I might not be able
And
to
they're
do
all wrong.
All right, hold on. Dane, hold on. Dane, hold on. Don't talk. Chat, am I lagging? Because I opened up the other browser and
think we
it
got our own
happened.
show
I thought I was
now.
lagging last
I've
week.
always wanted it.
Nah, Nick's still on.
Am I talking over him? Because I don't see or
Yeah,
hear him.
all right. So listen, this happened last week. Dane, go out, refresh, and come back in.
Dano, can you hear him?
Johnny, you hear me good?
I'll leave and come back.
All right. I'm saying I'm good. It's Dane.
Yeah, I can hear you, Nick. Hey, Dano, it's you, bro. Yeah, he
Okay.
said to get out and come back, and we might
Okay.
let you in.
Yeah, I thought he was better from the computer. All right. Let me get this going because I don't want to be on till 12:30. I don't want to be on too late. We're going to enter the draft, and this one starts right away. You guys can see this, right? Drake May, Alt, Caleb, Harrison, Fashanu, Neighbors, Bowers, Daniels, Latu. Ooh. All right, we got to talk. Right away, I'm ecstatic that Odunze is still there.
Yeah, I know.
I am ecstatic that Odunze is there. However, I will say this. You want to give me a second rounder? Whoa.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. All right. So we're going to.
Oh, that
I got to get
Jacksonville.
YouTube open.
Good.
I thought it was me lagging, but it was Dane. So now I know that I closed that browser with YouTube on it. Let me get this poll up. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Or that's what he said. All right.
Man, I'll be
All right, Dane, give me a
fading
second.
back quick.
Boom, 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 boom. Man, it might be me.
No, you're coming clear from my end. I see you good. I can hear you.
I think you have to, right? Okay. All right. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start a poll right now. We're going to go with pick number 10. We're going to either keep it, Jags,
or Steelers.
So the Jacksonville Jaguars had offered us number 17 and a second rounder, number 48. Okay. I don't want to start the poll yet. The Steelers have offered us number 20, but they've also offered us a second and a third.
Oh,
I think these are two really good offers.
I agree.
These are two really good offers, guys. Hey, Dane.
Question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How realistic do we want to make this?
Shoot. Yeah.
Super realistic. I think that Jacksonville one is the one that truly could happen. That 17 and 48 for them to come up 7 picks up, us drop back. I mean, we've talked about that before, Dano, because that was the team that we were looking at that realistically we could make a trade with.
Nothing from like in the 13, 15 range though on the block, right?
All right.
No.
Wild Wave. Dallas Turner, Terrion Arnold, Romo Dunze, Newton, Latham. Excuse me.
Bless you.
So Odunze would be my pick, but thank you. I'm gonna throw it out to you guys. I'm gonna start the poll in YouTube, and it's gonna be keep the pick, and then we can decide who we want. Take Pittsburgh, who's 20, 51, and 84. So a 1, a 2, and a 3. Or take Jacksonville, 17. Oh, where are we? I'm all over the joint here. I'm not good at this yet with multiple screens. 17 or 48. So, we're going to start the poll now.
Do we want to project how
what are you guys thinking?
went at all?
Dane and Johnny, what are you thinking with this?
I mean, the Steelers one obviously is going to be the better one with the second and third, but how realistic is that really to happen for
Johnny,
us?
go ahead.
So I'm going to go Jacksonville.
We're overlapping a bit.
Yeah, we'll go with what I've been saying. We get a left tackle, we get a guard.
Can you guys hear me?
All right. Hold on, guys. We can't be talking over one another. There is a lag, so let me throw it to both of you. All right. What we're going to do, we are going to go with the projection that I talked about earlier. We got a left tackle. We got a guard in free agency. And now we'll go with that. All right. We got a starting caliber guard, a starting caliber left tackle. We'll work under that notion for now. All right. Let's see the chat. What does it say? It is tied right now with 16 votes between Jags and Pitt. I'm going to give it 30 seconds. Pittsburgh just took the lead. Give a couple more seconds here. Pittsburgh's in the league, 2 votes ahead. All right, we're going to go with that. We're taking the Pittsburgh trade. Let's get over here. Let's see. We are going to accept the Pittsburgh trade. And they went up for J.J. McCarthy, Quinyon Mitchell, Roma Dunze, Newton, Turner, Verse, Jackson Powers Johnson, Arnold, Latham, Wiggins. We have 2 offers. Dallas, we're not doing that. We're not going to trade out the first round. We'll be here all night.
I feel like
trade.
Yeah,
all
I
right,
feel like trades are max 1.
Fuega time.
Johnny, that's the first thing I was going to say when I saw who's available. That we got Fuanga's there. Byron Murphy's there. Brian Thomas Jr. is there. Amarius Mims is there. All right, well. Is there anyone else we would even? I don't think there's anyone else we would consider here, right? Tackles, D-tackle. We're not considering Keon Coleman. I don't think. I think Brian Thomas is better than Coleman. You guys agree?
Agreed.
I'm taking Fuaga all day there.
Dane?
Should we yeah, I'm taking Fuaga,
right.
But should we also
we're picking at 20?
Do we want to decide now? Did we already solve wide receiver 2 before our next pick?
Dane, you're cutting out, man. I don't know if it's me or you, but every time you go to talk, I get the first 2 words and then nothing. Fuaga.
Can you hear me, Nick?
Mims. Yeah, you're clear. Yeah, you're clear. Dane, do you want to try doing it without the camera? Maybe your upload? I don't even hear him. I see him trying to talk, but I can't even hear him.
No, I think he took off his iPods. iPods. I don't know what the hell they're called. I'm old. He took out his Q-tips.
All right. Here's the poll. We're going to do. He's talking, but I don't hear nothing. All right. So at 20, Fuaga, Mims, Murphy, or Thomas Jr. We're going to start the poll now.
He got off.
I don't hear nothing from him.
No, he got off.
That's what she said. Yeah, chat. I'm sorry, man. I don't know if it's me. I don't know what the hell's going on. It might be my computer with multiple browsers open.
Could be.
I'm gonna stop doing YouTube because I think when I open up YouTube, the processor slows down. Yeah, give me 1 second, Dane. I'm gonna finish this hole, and then we'll get in the chat. All right, 18 of 19 votes were Fuagla. All right, so we're gonna end that poll, and I'm gonna close this browser with YouTube.
I blame Jeremy. That's what the chat's saying.
Hank, good point. Dane?
Yeah. Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's Jeremy.
I can hear you.
Yes. All right, so it's my computer. It's an old computer, I guess. The processor's slow. So I closed YouTube. We're just gonna have to do this with throwing votes up in the chat. All right. So now we're gonna take Fuagla here.
Yes.
Dude, that's a steal.
I'm gonna see what happens. All right.
Need some damn teeth in the O-line.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
What?
I messed up. I didn't change it to 7 rounds. God damn it. I didn't change it to 7 rounds. I used to doing this one. The mock draft data, I suck so bad. I'll say it. Rip me apart. Damn it.
We ought to start fresh.
Damn
anyway.
it. Damn it. I suck. Everyone.
As
Yep.
long
Wild Wave. Boo it. Boo me.
As long as you
Boo
keep
me.
your eyes open, that's all that matters.
All right. So now we got 10 and 257 going to the Rams for 19 and 52. It's our
Nick,
only
can we
trade
decide-
offer. We taking
we
it? We were
decide
going to
how
take the
free
Jacksonville
agency-
trade.
Can we decide how
Yeah.
free agency
I don't think you were hearing me before.
Yeah.
We got a left tackle and a guard. So let's see. Jaden Daniels is there. Dallas Turner, Roma Dunze, Jazan Newton. I think we take this. If we were going to take the Jacksonville trade, it's similar, right?
Yeah.
Johnny,
we
what
got
do you
more.
think?
I agree. Let's take it. Let's do it.
I don't.
All right.
We're not going to
Chat,
get Fuaga.
give me a yes or no. Well, we got him at 20. You don't know that. All right, chat. Give me a yes or no. Do we accept the trade? The Rams want to give us 19 and their second for 10 and Mr. Irrelevant. Go now. Vote once. Yes or no. Accept the trade.
Let's ram it.
We have a yes. We have a yes. And only vote once. Patty, yes. Wild Wave, no. Sean McAteer, no. Ant Jets, no. David, no. Knob with 3 S's like he's Daniel Bryan. Scott, yes. No.
Snowball with a maybe.
Oh, yes. No. Yes. Matt West, what's up, man? Welcome. I just saw your name pop in. God damn it, Dave. Throwing in all you guys. Just vote once. All right.
They don't know.
Give me a
numbers.
Second here. This is tight. That's what she said. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sean, I had to close YouTube because my old laptop was lagging really bad when I opened up a third browser. I couldn't do it, man. I'm sorry. And of course, I see that comment in the middle of counting.
We were at yes
1,
10, no 3.
6, 7, 8,
Dano's the
I
worst.
think he has this win. I got 8.
Fuck that guy.
I got 8 no's. Come on. Yeah, it's my bad, Sean. As soon as I open up the third browser, everything dropped out.
Oh, I bet
All right.
everything works now.
Yeses take it. Yeses take it. So we're gonna accept this. Boom. Dallas Turner, McCarthy, Odunze, that hurts. Wiggins, Robinson, Mitchell, Latham, Keon Coleman, Fuaga went.
Ah!
We're gonna limit it to 1 trade back.
Is JPJ still there?
Mark Henry's here. All right.
Go JPJ.
Jaden Daniels is still here.
I like
Just
the
our
Jets,
Newton.
but I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. JPJ. Did Murphy go?
Go. I would go JPJ all day right here.
Fuck.
JPJ.
All right, chat. I'm gonna throw it out to you guys. All right, relax.
Yeah.
Relax, Johnny. Breathe. You can't trade past 15.
This is like worst case
we're in a great
scenario,
position
though.
here, guys. Look who's available. You could take Jaden Daniels, but
Wait, what did we pick up though?
I don't think so.
Second? Something in a second.
You can put. We picked up a second. I don't know how it's worst case scenario because in the draft scenario that we presented was you got a left tackle, you got a guard. You could put Vera Tucker at right tackle, and you could take JPJ and have Tittman, JPJ, and our free agent in the middle. This is not bad at all. You could take Byron Murphy. You can then take someone. Hang on. You can then take someone like Beebe or Haynes in round 2. This is a great scenario because now we could take multiple players instead of just having to be married to one at 10. In my opinion. Dane, give me your thoughts.
My thoughts are that we will have a starting caliber line before the draft. So getting anything here is awesome, especially adding a second. It's staying healthy that's key.
Yeah, definitely. Give me your thoughts on the pick here. Give me a name. That's what we'll do. The 3 of us will give a name, and then the chat will vote.
Based on what I'm I don't know Newton and Verse, unfortunately. So JPJ would be my pick. I'm not going QB this early. The only other guy is Thomas. And it's too early.
Right. Okay. John, he took your JPJ. Do you want to double down on that, or do you want anyone else you would recommend?
JPJ, and we get another lineman around.
Snowball.
I'm going to throw in Byron Murphy, who I'm huge on. I think this guy is a wrecking ball. I think he would be – our defense would go to another level. I think the New York Jets mixed out last year with Kalijah Cansey. And if you take somebody who can penetrate the gaps and get in and create pressure and take pressure off of Quinnen Williams, I think our defensive line can go to another level. So I'm going to nominate Byron Murphy. All right, let me get up to date in the chat. Absolutely. How's there only one? Yeah. You know what, Johnny? I'm gonna throw the quarterback in. I'm gonna take your pick. I'm gonna use veto power here on the channel. So the 3 guys that we're gonna vote for, guys, in the chat. Hold on. And if you could be fine, outstanding, gentlemen, and only give me the feedback of the players right now, and then we can open up the chat again once I close the poll. JPJ, Murphy, or Daniels? You have 1 minute. Go. JPJ, center/guard. Byron Murphy, nobody yet. Jay, what's up, man? Says JPJ. Of course Jay votes for JPJ. It's got his name in it twice. JPJ, Modine with Daniels. JPJ is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Daniels is at 1. We got 20 seconds left. I think it's safe to say.
7. I'm counting the JPJs. 8.
Yeah, it's JPJ. It's running away with it. All right. Done. JPJ. All right. Let's see what happens now. Jaden Daniels still there. Gone. Daniels went to the Falcons, who traded up for him. And this time we are entering round 2.
Bengals replaced
My
Jonah
apologies
Williams.
again for being so sucky.
As long as your eyes were open, that's all that matters.
That's what she said. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Stay there. Stay there. Damn it. No, we're not taking this trade. 3 picks for next year. No. All right. Yeah, we're not doing picks for next year. All right.
Nope.
So let's look at some of the names we got here. Offense. We're going to look at wide receiver. We got Malachi Corley, Roman Wilson.
Oh,
Corley.
that Leggett and Wilson.
Wow.
Right?
Haynes went? Haynes and BB both went? What? Haynes and BB both went by 52?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, man. All right. Let's get over here and see what we got.
Man, that wide receiver
D
market
tackle.
looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
And that's not just
I think
for need, man.
There's nobody else that I would even consider.
I'd like to get someone for our secondary, but the wide receivers, the top 2 guys, the top 3 guys there, I'd take any of them.
I am not high on Johnny Wilson.
Yeah.
And he has my name.
You can't trust any Johnny.
True.
Well, you know how awful you are. True. You don't even argue it. Facts. I mean, Malachi Corley stands out. Chris Braswell, edge from Alabama, stands out.
Dude, I'm all about Leggett, man. I think that dude's going to be there.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We might have to pause here until we get another super chat.
Johnny.
Leggett from South Carolina.
Johnny. All right. Johnny nominates Leggett, Xavier Leggett from South Carolina. Dane, give me a nomination.
Wilson,
you want to look at other positions?
But Corley I want Corley.
Corley? All right. So far, Leggett and Corley are 2 of the options. I'm going to nominate Chris Jenkins because without Haynes and Beebe, that's a guy that I loved. Snowball, I don't think we got greedy. We still got an All-American center. We put Tittman at guard, and a lot of people believe Tittman's better at guard than he is at center.
Cincinnati did get us good at 19.
All right.
But
so we got Corley, Leggett. Hang on, guys. We're stepping all over 146. He's down there. So we're going to go Leggett. The voting is open after I say the names. Yeah, Zinter's available. He's rated 148. There's 5 guards in front of him. But listen, we gotta realize what we have and the scenario that we presented. We signed a tackle and a guard in free agency. We drafted JPJ. Tittman moves to guard. We have our guard, center guard. We have Vera Tucker at tackle. We have a left tackle. So drafting another offensive lineman with this high of a pick doesn't make sense. So the picks that to vote on, starting now, Corley, Leggett, or Jenkins. Go.
Do 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 do.
What we got here? Let's see.
Do 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 do.
We got
One,
Leggett,
two.
Jenkins.
Malachi, he just reminds me of the Children of the Corn, man.
For Corley, 2 for Leggett.
You know what's causing all the lag is damn MetLife Stadium. See me? It's mobile. Mobile's pretty fast, Johnny. It seems
All right.
like me and you were.
We got 10 seconds left.
Looks like Corley got it.
Well, dude, I have a PC. Yeah? All right, we're going to stop the voting now. Sean McAteer's the last vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for Jenkins. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4 for Corley. 5 for Jenkins.
No.
And then Ricky came in. All right, we're going D tackle. We're going Chris Jenkins. Which we need, guys. You can't say what our defense was last year. We could lose Solomon Thomas, Woods, Jefferson. Full-time D tackle. Our only full-time D tackle right now is Quinnen. Chris Jenkins, just like your daddy, you are a New York Jet.
Nice.
His daddy's the only NFL player I've ever made contact with in person.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was in.
Really? You've never met another player?
No. And it was the day after we got Favre or whatever up in Cleveland. I was at that game and gave him a smack coming out the visitors' tunnel.
Reject.
Where'd he go? All right, let's see where we're at here. Yeah, I'm done with trades. I think we should do one trade. Otherwise, you're just here forever. All right, Let's look at all. Dane, I don't know what happened, man. You were talking and you bounced. Top cornerback, DJ James from Auburn. Safety, Galen Bullock. Max Melton is in the house after a 4.39. Let's see what receivers we got. Devontae Walker, Johnny Wilson, Jamari Thrash, Malik Washington.
Oof.
I don't think we're going to look here. Running back, Bucky Irving, Will Shipley. Defense. Edge, Austin Booker.
Anything in the secondary?
Safeties, Bullock and Bishop, and Bullock, Bishop, Bullard. That's a law firm. Welcome to Bullock, Bishop, and Bullard. All right. Who you got? Jane, I'm going to throw it to you. Corley's gone. Washington's gone. No, Washington's not gone. Corley's gone. And Leggett are gone.
I'm gonna assume that we re-signed MC2 and we're letting Reed play on the final year deal. So I'm gonna target the range, the tallest CB available.
What's the name?
I can't see the list.
Cornerback?
Yeah.
What you got, Dean?
Give me Melton.
All right. That was going to be my pick. Johnny?
As a Hispanic man, give me Rice.
Right. What where are we going? What position?
Rice.
Brendan Rice.
Wide receiver, USC.
Okay.
Dude, we get Max.
I'm gonna go
Melton
Bishop
here.
at safety. Actually, I'm not gonna go safety. I'm gonna go Devontae Walker. I'm gonna go Walker from North Carolina. So it's wide receiver Walker. Bo Melton. I gotta abort this. My computer can't handle it. I gotta abort this.
Firefox.
I'm sorry, guys.
Firefox.
I'm sorry. My computer can't handle it. Everything's freezing. I don't want to put out a bad show. I apologize, guys. Everything's fucking freezing, and we figured it out that it's my processor. It's not working. I'd rather have good conversation than people. Yeah. So I apologize, but thank you. Thank you for trying.
I blame Dano for this one.
Yeah.
No, dude, listen, I tried on a laptop with StreamYard 1,000,000 times, and I did 1,000,000 different things. I could never get it to not crap on me every single time. So had to switch to mobile, and it's been okay ever since.
Did I miss a super chat? I missed a super chat. Wildwave, I am so sorry, dude. I am so sorry that I missed this. Oh my God. I apologize, dude. I hope to God that you're still here. Thank you, Wildwave. I don't know when that came in. I was in different browsers.
You better look at what Hawk said too.
I am very, very sorry. Screw you, Hawk.
See, now I'm caught up with you, Nick. I think it was that.
Yeah, it happened last week with Adam. We were talking over one another. I got to figure out a way.
You guys saw that they traded Zach Wilson for a number 2 at McDonald's today?
Number 2 used to be my go-to meal in high school. It was two cheeseburgers and fries.
They let us supersize it. Now that was for Hawk, who was breaking his you know what.
How heavily are you going after Evans?
I'm not.
You're not?
I'm not.
Oh.
With all the holes that we have, I'm not paying $30 million for a wide receiver 1 year before Garrett Wilson's eligible for an extension.
How many holes do you think
I'm not. I don't think we have $30 million to put into a wide receiver. I think you're going to see somebody more like a scheme fit. I think you're going to see somebody more like like a Curtis Samuel, who you could put in there and be a massive upgrade over what Randall Cobb was. I don't think the Jets are going big game hunting. I do not.
Do you think that we go big game hunting on the line? Because I don't either.
I think Tyron Smith would be big game. He's an all-pro. I think that would be the big name that you go for, right? Like, I don't know if they're going to will be willing to get into the bidding war, but I think Tyron Smith would be the guy. To me, when healthy, you're getting elite play. Yes, he does get dinged up. He misses a game here and there, but
don't understand it, Nick.
Papa Yeti, I don't mean Randall Cobb now. I mean Randall Cobb at his prime with the Packers and Rodgers. I think Curtis Samuel's bigger, faster, stronger, better over the middle, more physical. I don't mean Randall Cobb as a Jet. I mean Randall Cobb in his prime. I think Curtis Samuel with Aaron Rodgers would be, God, yes. I forgot to mention this. God forgive me. Rest in peace, Chris Mortensen. Yeah, he passed away earlier today. For those of you who are older like me, we didn't get alerts to our house phones in the kitchen. You got your news one of two ways for many years. The newspaper, Sports Center, Sunday Countdown, and you waited patiently because we didn't know how quick news can get out like it does now. You waited for Mort or you waited for John Clayton to come on, whether it was NFL Live during the week, breaking in whenever. Mort was a legend. He did everything. He's not one of these cheap-ass make it about me story guys that you see now with Stephen A. Smith and other guys who just want to get a clip or a headline. The story was the story. Mort never made the story about him. And there's not too many of that brand left anymore. Everybody is in self-promotion. How can I push my name, my agenda, my thoughts, the Mort Report? Yeah, Scott, it's phenomenal. So you waited for the Mort Report, and you couldn't wait to hear what he was hearing. You couldn't wait to hear the biggest news. And it came from Mort for many years. You know, when Schefter started to do it, and Mort started to like phase out when he came over to ESPN for health reasons. But yeah, man, the NFL that I grew up with and the NFL that I fell in love with and the NFL that I built this passion for that I have now, Mort was a big, just as much as Madden, Mort was a big contributor. What Madden was to announcing, Mort was to reporting. That's the greatest compliment I think I could give him. So, Chris Mortensen,
nice guy.
Rest in peace, my friend. Great guy, family guy. If you haven't seen the clip yet, Rich Cimini retweeted it. It was Daniel Jeremiah and Rich Eisen going off the air. And it's about a 2-minute video, and they gave a beautiful, beautiful tribute to him. Daniel Jeremiah didn't even want to be on air, but he was. I can't even put into words. It was fantastic. And not fantastic like that way, but it was cool to see somebody.
No, I got you.
Just get the news and still go on air and be able to talk. Like if you lose a friend like that, man, it's tough to do that. So kudos to them. I thought it was a beautiful tribute.
I agree.
So if I can't get you to line up with wide receiver in the market or really the line, what do you think about getting Brees some help? Do you trust Izzy? Do you bring in?
What's there to trust?
Do you bring in King Henry? Because I would love him, man. First and second down work. And I looked it up the other day, man. When his first 10 carries per game, dude has like 20 touchdowns the last 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't know that we could get him, but
I don't think we'll get him because I think he'll want to know the line that he's going to, and you won't on day 1 or 2. And I think he could go early. I think he goes to a team that's ready for a title. I hate to say this. He could go to Buffalo. He could go to Dallas. He could go to Philly. He could go to San Francisco and team up with McCaffrey. Can you imagine that with the two of them together? And you use McCaffrey more as a weapon and Henry more as your runner, and you have McCaffrey's legs fresh late in the game.
That's what I want for Brees.
You know, I think Cleveland would be a great place for him with Chubb's injury and the longevity for Chubb. That's what she said. Yeah. I think that's a place. I don't see Miami. Miami's built on speed. Kansas City, I think it's Pacheco's game. I don't think they want to. I don't think he fits what they do because they want all of their running backs to be speedy guys who can catch out of the backfield too. But what about you, Johnny? You got anything on your mind? I want to give you opportunity too because I didn't realize how late it got there with all the lagging.
I'm on the same boat with you. Like, I would love to have Evans, but I don't think that all the money that he's going to ask for, we should go ahead and just give it up, right? Unless we really are on that, like, win right now. I think Calvin really would fit it. I would love us to pick somebody in the draft that I think would be the wide receiver 2 for us. We'll see. I mean, Runyon, I would love to get Runyon out of Green Bay as a guard. I mean, Tyron Smith as a tackle, like you were saying. But at that point, who's going to be the backup, right? I want somebody that's going to be back there to, help him out if he ever goes down. And, I mean, I think the line would be set at that point. We're still at 10. Fuaga, dude, I'm, like, all about that guy even more now after seeing that combine. So, free agency is where everything for us will literally have our cards being played during the draft for us. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Dude, I think that's why Saleh went to the combine, man, to talk to some of these agents. I really do.
Of course. This is when a lot of deals, let's be real, the combine has for always been the illegal tampering period. And it's just a matter of time before they make it official. If anyone thinks that, they wait to make how do you make an agreement on a contract at 12 o'clock on the dot, like the year we knocked on Bart Scott's door? They knew we were coming.
Yep.
Remember that when Rex was at Bart Scott's door at midnight or 12 o'clock, whatever it was in the afternoon, to knock on the door immediately to say we want you? They knew they were coming. They knew the numbers before that. Wild Wave with interesting. Johnny, I'm going to ask you on this one first. He says, I do believe JD has a trade in place, and I think DJ Reed is involved. Now, let me present it. Hold on. Let me present it. I like it. I'm not saying I want to trade DJ Reed, but you take from his strength to address your weaknesses. If you watch the Philly game and you saw what we did with guys at the secondary, this scheme helps the secondary greatly. If you're quick, even Bryce Hall was having 2 good games when he stepped in. Guy Craig James, guys who weren't even on anyone's camp, played great in this scheme. You're going to have to pay Sauce top dollar. I think we all agree on this, right? Everyone in Jets chat disagrees on a lot. We all agree Sauce is going to set the new market for cornerback, right? Are you going to extend DJ Reed and have him getting 15 to 18 million a year and then Sauce getting 20 something a year? No. I think DJ Reed, unfortunately, is the odd man out. And I think that could happen. I have to say this first. I'm Craig James, bitch.
I mean, Nick, to your point, yeah. DJ Reed's got to go because I'd rather us give it to MC2. I think MC2 is a lot more of a higher priority to me, at least, over DJ Reed. I think that guy is really underrated in our defense because when he's there, dude, he's magic, So if DJ Reed's got to go, then I get it. And you're right. that Bryce Hall could come in, Craig James. That you saw what they did in Philly. So yeah, you're right, man. I would hate to see it though, because I do like DJ Reed, but it's for the greater good.
All right, I'm just playing with some of the controls here. It's different than the ones that I had. Yeah, Dane, give me your thoughts.
I mean, you obviously got to talk to the guy. Does he want maximum value? Does he perceive himself as a CB1? If I don't know, man. I've yet to see outside of Huff a top, like one of our culture fits willingly leave. And I think that he might be all right. If we have a successful season, I think he could be all right playing second fiddle to Sauce and take in 10, 12 AAV here rather than go somewhere that's unknown. Like he's already done that. He's been to San Fran. It didn't work out. Maybe he likes sticking with Sala. You got to decide now, though, and definitely prioritize MC2. Gauge his value right now, though.
I mean,
if we trade him,
Michael,
I assume he wanted the bag.
But it's you could also probably a small portion of it, right? But here, extension, you might as well get the value now, right? You might as well get the value while he's on the contract. You take from his strength to address a weakness. We showed last year that we can win games with multiple cornerbacks. We just don't need our top two. We play zone a lot, so it's not like we're trading a Revis or Cromartie when they were lockdown guys. I'm not pushing for Reed to be traded. I think he's great for the culture. I think he's great part of the team. But it's a business. I think Michael Carter's value deserves an extension before DJ Reed's value deserves an extension, because you could find someone else to play the outside. What Michael Carter does is with chasing down these under routes and a great tackler. I can move on from Reed. I would have a tough time moving on from Carter, and you might have to pick which one, because you can't give everybody extensions. You got to start drafting and getting guys in here like a Michael Carter. I think we agree with this. The secondary is our least concerned position, because our coaching staff has shown that they can bring guys in on short notice and get them ready to play this scheme. They know who can play it. They know who doesn't.
At least once. I mean, I would caution there. There's not a huge sample size. And, all I'm saying is I would be careful shedding Huff and Reed the same offseason and expecting to just Band-Aid over both.
Agreed. I mean, I don't think it would happen, but push comes to shove and you got to spend some more money. It might be something that happens down the road.
Or would you let him play out that year because we need him this year?
Yeah.
For that one, it's tough. I mean, it depends on what he wants, what people are willing to give.
We can't keep restructuring everybody. Like, you're going to end up like the fucking Saints with $70 million over 1 year.
We got to get Mosley off.
I mean, I get it. If you win a Super Bowl, it's worth it. We deal with all that shit. Who cares? You win a Super Bowl, it's worth it. So I don't think we trade Reed, but I'd be very hesitant to restructure Reed. I would extend Carter and tell Reed we'll revisit after the season.
Well, in MC2, he's a Jet. Like, he started a Jet, right? So what's that going to tell to all the other guys that we're not even signing our own homegrown players at that? So
that's the toughest position in the sport, if you ask me. You don't have a sideline to help you.
No, you're in traffic. You try, and that's where quarterbacks nowadays pick on teams. If you can't guard a receiver doing a drag route, they're going to run that shit 10 times a game on you and just dog you. You dump the drag, and then the guy takes the angle to the sideline, gets 10, 12 yards. If he cuts inside the safety, he's gone. So you got to be strong there in today's NFL.
Dude had the game-winning interception against the Super Bowl champs just taken from him.
Toughest position in the game is being Zach Wilson. Not really, man. Making $10 million a year, $11 million a year. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about me, man. I'm banging girls that are models. I don't care what people say about me on the internet. That's an easy position to be in. All right. I got to wrap it up. Johnny, I'm going to give you the big cam. Oh, pow. Give the proud New York Jets fans here on Sunday Night Shine Time just a little rant, little thought. What's on your mind besides Jalen Brunson's lower extremities?
I just want everybody to be home, look over your right shoulder, look her in the eye, and say, it's time for the percolator. Proud New York Jets fans. Give it up. Let's make babies. And that's my rant for the.
All right. Awesome. Johnny, thank you. Reminder to everyone why Dane and Johnny are here. They were winners of the Super Chat Challenge that Dano created. And whoever gives the last Super Chat wins a future spot on the show. Jay won also. And you guys are saying Hazel? That's Hazel?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because you keep saying Hazel. And I'm like, I've never seen a Hazel in my chat. So right now, Wild Wave is in the lead. Wild Wave has the last Super Chat. I see Dane typing on his phone right now to put one in. I see Dane getting ready to type.
Hey, Nick, can I say something real quick about your actual YouTube thing around here real fast? Out of all the YouTube content creators that are out there, you have had the most female fans on this show. Just to let everybody know that. Just to let everybody know.
Dig the beard, bro. Chicks dig the beard. I try, man. I'm a single dude, man. I got no problem having women on.
I hear that.
You know, some people might not be able or allowed to have women on their show. Not me, man. Bring them all on.
I don't know. I think we need to redo this show without the StreamYard or without the draft, right, Johnny? Just do this all over again.
Dude, I agree. We were starting off the first draft. We should be part of the New York Jets management squad.
We'll just do it offline and then upload it. Yeah, we got it.
Oh, yes. Ricky, shout out to Braylon Edwards. I saw this earlier, Dane, when we were talking. I was smoking my cigar. It was at a YMCA. Braylon Edwards was in the locker room. Here's a little bit of a commotion about music. And then here's a fight breakout. And a younger guy was like beating down an 80-year-old man. A 25-year-old man was beating down an 80-year-old man. And Braylon, like said, went to like grab his head maybe and like start to bash him. And Braylon got in and like broke it up. A lot of people are saying in the news he may have saved this guy's life because at that age, there's not much of a beating you can take before you just can't take anymore. So, all right. Johnny, so Wild Wave might be this week's winner. Johnny, thank you so much. Appreciate your support on air, off air. You're a good dude. And,
they don't, brother.
Johnny, thank you for joining. Later, bro. Peace. Dane, you got anything you want to say to?
Yeah.
Hold on. Before you go, David D, I love you, Dad. Go New York Jets. Is your dad still with us, Dave? My dad passed away June 6, 2018, Jet fan. If he is still with us, that's an awesome message. I hope your dad sees it if he is. Dane, go ahead.
Mine's still out for milk.
Oh, jeez.
Hold
up. Scott coming in with a super chat. I'm just here to block Dane.
Okay, Dakota. Scott's a good guy. Never invite him up, though.
Awesome.
He's a jerk.
Scott, thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate both of you.
I'll have to play it back to see. Did I get an answer from Dom C?
Hold on. David D, I'm sorry to hear that he's ill, bro. Enjoy every minute, man. Make every call. Go above and beyond. Trust me. There's many, many moments that still, almost 6 years later now, I say, damn, I want to call my dad. So, guys, do it. Do it. Because one day you might not be able to. If your dad's here, enjoy every goddamn minute. Don't let shit linger. J1 coming in. Screw Wildwave. And screw everyone else that he just topped. So J1 is in the lead. But thank you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are really, really good to me. All right, Dane, go ahead.
I would prioritize Connor McGovern. I know I haven't heard anyone say prioritize him, but we kind of need him, and we need him at a low price. We cannot go with too much youth on that line. So pepper our youth around. And when 10 comes up, see if Las Vegas is on the line. Because I love giving number 10 for 13 and maybe 77. I know everybody is so dead set on recouping our missing second. But don't let it make you blind to recouping a second, third. Because pick at 13, then you got 2 3s and 2 4s. Hell, you could put them together, move up. Yeah, you could do all kind of shit. So
yeah,
big thing is at 10, if Fashanu and Fuaga are both still there, I know that Minnesota and Denver at 11 and 12, at least one of them are looking QB. Vegas, hey, come hop them, get your QB. I'll drop back, and I'll get one of those 2 effers. Thank you, Nick.
All right. I like it, man. Thanks for joining. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for always being there in the chat and becoming a friend off air too. Appreciate you, bro. We'll talk soon.
Yep, later.
Later, buddy. All right, everyone. That brings us to the conclusion of episode 2. Hold on. David D sneaking in right at the end. He knew the end was coming. That's what she said. GVH, I see you in the chat too, bro. Welcome. Yeah, David. Go Jets, man. Thank you. I appreciate the super chat, man. You guys are freaking awesome. Well, that brings us to the conclusion of episode 2 of the Sunday Night Shine Time, aka the Jets Chaos Hate Session. I was saying, so I'm pissed because he flew cross country. He's in New York for like 2-3 weeks, I think. And now that he's here and we had plans to meet up, I got. Oh, wait a minute. J1 comes in with a note to David, and then Dano comes right back with another one. Dane, this is a great game that you started. Everybody's fighting now. Everyone's fighting. David, Hazel, and Dane 1 all going at it. But now Jeremy is in Manhattan, and I live right near the Woodbridge train station. He'd be a half-hour train ride out of Penn Station here, and I'm going to be leaving to go to another part of the country. So maybe it's just God's way of saying it. I shouldn't be friends with him. I mean, I believe in signs. Might as well. So, all right, everybody. Thank you. All those late super chats coming in from David again, J1, and Dane. Thank you, everyone. Even if you didn't super chat, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being a part. Oh, hold on. I'm never going to get off the show. Screw y'all. Screw all y'all. Oh, wait. Hold on. Now, Johnny. All right. I might just go use the bathroom and pee and come back and see. I'm going to leave dead air and just see what happens. Hey, Dave, I'm not going to lie. If you guys are paying me to stay on, I'll stay on. But this is awesome. Dane, this competition you've created for last Super Chat gets on air is phenomenal. Now, here's where Nick comes in, and I'm going to add a little bit to it. Don't give Super Chats anywhere else. Save it for here and the competition. You get a prize here. I'm just kidding. Support everybody. It's awesome. Super Chat. Yeah, it's a Super Chat fight. I'm waiting now because I know someone else is typing. I know someone else is putting something in. So Johnny Jimenez with a late addition. All right, I do have to go. I have to piss. I'm not gonna lie. Like 2 hours. I don't even want to be on air. I just want to win. All right, then we'll call you the winner, and then we'll give Johnny your airtime. Scott coming back in with one. This is fantastic. I am literally about to piss in this bottle. Oh, you guys are great. You guys are great. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. Oh, the new addition to the channel is also when you submit a Super Chat, you should type something that maybe you want to see Nick read out loud. Maybe something inappropriate. I know some of you guys, that's right up your alley. So you can have fun with that. I know you like cursing at one another. I do like they should allow middle finger emojis. They should. They should. But this is also the app that took down thumbs down signs over a certain video. So about positivity in the world. I'm 45 and diabetic. My nights of leaving it up all night are way over, Scott. Those days have passed. The chat. Johnny coming back in. Don't pull out. Go Knicks. Hold on. Your penis is tiny. Dane, that's something you should keep to yourself, bro. My penis is tiny. It's kind of like a little southern Forrest Gump drawl there. All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are awesome. That was entertaining. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate your support. I really mean it. By Thursday night show, I will I'll have a career update and we'll know what's going on. Maybe by Wednesday on Jet Chaos. So, Dane, you are the winner. It looks like Johnny and Dane show again next week. Oh, Scott's here. That's what she said. Nice. Nice. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Join me Wednesday night on Jets Chaos. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see you on my show Thursday Night Throwdown. I'll have a guest on. We'll debate a Jet topic. And that's it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Even Johnny. Even Dane. Thank you for joining. Thank you to my guest, Krista, for coming on tonight. The queen of Jets Twitter that I've labeled her. So thank you. And remember, as always, be loud, be proud, New York Jets fans. Take care, guys.
And now, welcome to Pride and Chaos.
Welcome to the darkest year of our adventures. Oh, yeah!
And now give it up for Jeremy and Nick.
Friendly reminder to everybody that Jeremy sucks and is a really, really awful